Hello, welcome back to the second battle of Kharkov here in Graviteam Tactics. Last time we fought a pitched battle for this crossroad here and prevailed, even though our own assault was also checked. But the Germans are still counterattacking, this time from this direction here. At least that's what apparently the plan is. Now the tanks that supported us over there did come to our aid, but we couldn't deploy them because they are in an arrived state, meaning that they just arrived on the battlefield. So they have to move up to defensive positions. We have one rifle company, our tanks, Matilda 2 CSs, one of which has been brewed up, so only the crew's running around here somewhere. And we are defending this hill here, hill 189. We have Maxim guns, and the infantry is generally deployed all across the hill. 1 second. Yeah, you can see down here the infantry. There's not much cover, but also not much cover for the Germans. I kind of hope that my infantry will hold them up a bit when they attack, and then the tanks and the Maxim guns can shoot at them from the second line. These are my submachine gunners who are in reserve. This infantry unit also fought before at least one time. The tanks were out of ammo last time, at least out of HE ammo. They seem to have been at least partly resupplied. I don't know how that works exactly, but it seems to be the case. But obviously the destroyed one has not been replaced. German artillery fire. It's landing right here around the hill, which is in our hands, so I assume that this is what they are trying to attack. I don't have anything really that directly on the hill, except, well, this Maxim gun is kind of close. I hope they don't get hit. Infantry is kind of arrayed in a semicircle. I do hope that if they really attack me, the tanks can dissuade them from doing much. Now, a secondary objective would be to actually advance on them if we manage to break their attack. Yellow flare going up. What do we see? Oh yeah, and that's another objective I have. I want to get rid of a lot of these anti-tank guns. Lots of flares going up there as well. It seems like we are spotting them with our tanks, at least to a degree, because they are looking in that direction. Maybe not. Infantry is starting to fire. I will move the tanks up. I think some of the tanks at least spot these, so I hope we can get some HE on them. I know they have HE rounds left now. It's not the easiest shot to make here, but because, you know, they're kind of on a reverse slope, but should be able to. Yeah, that was a close hit. Very good hit, actually. Might be that they finally have maneuvered into a position where they can be countered, because last time they kept shooting at me and our tanks didn't manage to spot them. I like how they're kind of moving back now, and that's a good sign. Because while they can't really at this range knock out the Matilda tanks easily, they can knock them out if I get too close and they use the heat round. They can support the enemy infantry quite effectively, as can these machine guns here. Of course not if we hit them. Nice. The Maxim guns are also proving nice and effective here. Shit, they're targeting us with mortars though, and we don't have a lot of cover against that. I really wish we could score some good hits on these. I think this one is knocked out, so that's good. That's a good start. This fire can actually spread, although I don't know how useful that will be. It might actually provide smoke cover for the Germans. Oh, okay. Another one knocked out. More anti-tank guns we knock out, the better. Although what would also be good to knock out are mortars. Oh, another one that we got apparently. Maybe I was too hard on my tanks. I just watched the wrong anti-tank gun. Another thing firing here that kind of sounds heavier. Don't like that. Maybe that's a mortar. And of course, as soon as I start recording, they start their sirens outside, but okay. Here's my infantry positions, well, such as they are. Okay, I think they fired the anti-tank gun again. Yeah, this is starting to annoy me. I might have to move up some of the tanks. What's going on over here? Oh, these must be German positions. I didn't even notice that. Interesting. Guess I drove my tanks right up to that. Well, you know, keep their heads down, I guess. Oh, they're looking for cover here, as much as they can find, I guess. Saw flashes over there. Oh, interesting. Apparently there were more field howitzers here. I do remember reading about the second battle of Kharkov that the Germans lost a lot of field artillery trying to stop Soviet tanks. I sure hope they don't hit my tanks too much, yeah? They're actually firing smoke at them, I believe. I will have to... I'll have to check if I got any casualties on my tanks from that. Might actually be the case. Do these look knocked out to you? Not quite. Okay, they're doing counter battery fire now. Of course they have howitzers, so if you're gonna do that with something, why not do it with a howitzer? Oh, it's a bit short though. We did already cause casualties to the crew, which is good. Good thing is, of course, they kind of need to score a direct hit on us, and we have to score in the general vicinity. There's a lot of fire going down on that side, and that's not all my fire. They are pushing the guns around. Let's go back here. I can't believe these guys are still up, seriously. Really need to get rid of all of these guns, it's so annoying. to have HE shoot at my infantry from the weirdest angles. Okay. This Matilda tank here is going into a retreat. It's the one that had lost its buddy, so I guess that has maybe to do with it. That being said, it does not seem to be like heavily damaged. But yeah, I'm moving up the two that I kept in reserve for now. Would be good if we could get more shots on these, but so far they seem to have evaded our fire, and with the smoke rounds, for some reason my tanks, or what, not for some reason, I mean obviously due to the smoke rounds my tanks can't spot them anymore. Don't know what that was supposed to be, but I would like to remind you that you don't have a bottomless amount of ammunition. That said, so far we are holding our positions. It looks though as if they are pushing into here, because we didn't have enough forces to hold here, so we might lose this sector here, which is close to almost said Pshenicino, which is close to Pesha Noe. Oops. Which would be kind of annoying. On the other hand, we are advancing from there as well, so our T-34 force can clear that up next round, I hope. Yeah, the problem is we seem to be quite outnumbered now. What is good though is that I think we knocked out the last of the anti-tank guns here. They're still fighting Germans around it, but all in all I think we knocked that out. Oh, that seems like a good hit. So we finally got eyes back on these. Was the second one over here somewhere? If we get that one as well. That one is still pretty much up though. There's also smoke popped maybe to cover it, or maybe the Germans are launching another assault. They seem to have a lot more forces than me. I might actually, if they give me a ceasefire option, I might actually accept that. And now we lost contact again. Yeah, that might be indicative of a German assault order. Oh, we spotted it again. Would be nice to get a good hit on that. They are kind of weirdly deployed on that forward smoke. I think they're trying to deploy it again for firing, and it's gone again. Stupid smoke. Moving the tanks up in part to go support my infantry here, which are under heavy assault. That being said, now the Germans seem to be arriving from this flank as well. Yeah, the Germans are now attacking from this angle. And I'm kind of worried that this might mean that they can support their attack as well with their heavy guns. So I moved the tanks up in that direction to maybe disperse the infantry and get some more shots in on that battery. Yeah, come on. Good hit on that would be really swell. Apparently not. So now the Germans are coming from here. I don't know yet how many those are, but probably more than I want. Oh yeah, that doesn't sound good. That sounds like a major German attack. Let's hope my tanks can put the hurt on that. My guys are arrayed along this path here, which provides some cover, so it's not a bad position. It's just that I'm kind of worried about the field howitzer getting to them. Okay. Yeah, see, that's where the field howitzer is, and it keeps shooting smoke at my tanks as well. Possibly because it's out of AT ammo, but that's only speculation. So far this was quite the weird battle, not gonna lie. Okay, now it's shooting HE again, or heat or whatever. But my tanks are also in combat and can now support the infantry. I hope I didn't expose them too hastily to that heavy gun. It's not the ideal terrain to attack across, I'm gonna say that much. But they have their fancy machine guns, of course. The gun fired again. I hope that means we can spot it, but apparently it didn't. Okay. Probably the smoke actually makes it harder to spot after it shoots. Whew, close one. Yeah, it may have been a mistake. Oh, I hear Maxim gun firing. That's good for me. Oh, they fired something at the gun again. And we actually got a casualty there, apparently. Oh, shit. Yep, they're seeing it now. Building the coax on it. I hope they still have HE left. And it's gone again. Let's see. Again, not it. Let's see if that other tank that retreated is back in action. Okay, I checked, and as I feared, these are out of HE and only have smoke left. Now, their machine guns could still be quite useful. Now, the company HQ still has HE left, so I'm moving that up in the hope that it will knock out this annoying gun. We keep whittling away at it with machine gun fire, but it keeps going in and out of spotting, and if it hits us, well, let's hope that if it does, it's out of heat ammunition. Ooh, shit. But yeah, as I said earlier, the Germans apparently lost a lot of divisional artillery and stuff like that, including like big 17 centimeter guns during this operation, due to using them as anti-tank weapons, because back then they didn't have a lot of 7.5 centimeter pucks or other useful anti-tank stuff yet. Okay, now they're firing smoke again, which is maybe a good sign, who knows. I do hope that my tanks with their machine guns can kind of pin down the Jerrys here. Okay, we still have enemy fire here. The other tank that got spooked earlier is kind of back in action. It also doesn't have HE anymore, by the way, but it can be useful here to take out advancing infantry, in my opinion. I think that's the company HQ which has the HE ammo left. Let's hope they can maybe knock out that pesky gun. Maybe I should move these back to the road, where the main German assault seems to be happening. They are certainly firing here, although how effective that is a different question. I have the impression that my Maxim guns are actually quite useful here. They are shooting smoke at the infantry now. I guess it's causing fires and burning some Germans here, because it's white phosphorus, but it's not that useful overall, I would say. Really? Is a German there? Well, I hope these guys spot it. I certainly feel somewhat outnumbered here, but due to my tanks, I kind of have the upper hand in firepower. Well, unless you count those stupid guns. That's starting to annoy me. Have we dealt more damage? Well, there's blood, but I think there was there before. So yeah, this is my big hope to knock out that gun. Lots of Germans firing from here. I should probably move the tanks just over here and roll them over. My own positions are still here. Seem to be holding steady, although they're not shooting much. I hope they're not out of ammunition. That would be annoying. Well, will you look at that? I don't know exactly what happens, but what happened, because we don't really have HE, but I think we might have gotten those. Oh no, wait, that's the old one that we knocked out earlier anyway. Ugh, I was already getting happy. Oh well. Okay, my company HQ is here with the ammunition. And it shot at the wrong gun, but it set alight everything in front of it for some reason. Fire seems to be spreading, which is cool, but not that useful at the end of the day. What I want is a good HE round, right on target here. Over here my tanks are driving through the Germans and throwing grenades and smoke grenades out of the turret. And firing their machine guns. And, oh, it's firing finally. And I think... No, it's still firing at the wrong gun. How? How can one person be so useless? This one! That one is already basically knocked out. This is the one you need to be firing at. That one's dangerous. Idiot. Yeah, we're never gonna knock that out. My guys are just too retarded. That one's dead. Oh well. Over here I just want to disperse that German infantry. I have the feeling that the T-34 is a bit better in that role. They seem to be more useful at spotting things. Maybe one of the tank specialists can confirm or deny that, but... yeah, we're never gonna get that one. I can't believe it. He's actually shooting at the right gun now. Machine gun ammo is landing there. Probably that was his last AG round. The last AG round he fired at here and caused like 1 casualty. That would be quite fitting. Oh, got a hit on that dude. Seems wounded. Told the tanks to return to the infantry because it's kind of pointless with them not being able to spot that much. But I think we killed a few, and if they wanted to attack, they probably won't do it now. So, over here. Maybe I actually do have a submachine gun platoon in reserve. If that gun was knocked out, I probably would try to attack with them and together with the tanks in order to get those Germans out of that square so we don't lose it. Oh, that German has a lot of spirit, huh? I guess we rolled over that one. He has balls, but we're throwing grenades at them. Not very effectively, but still. Yeah, that guy, that's the one you need to get. This is an awkward battle. Okay, now we finally threw a nade at him. So, what's the status of the gun? Let me guess. Well, we're making progress there. It looks a lot more shaken than before. That said, I'm pretty sure we're out of HE ammo completely here and didn't achieve much with it. We're just gonna hold positions now. Alright, the enemy offered a ceasefire and I'm gonna take it. We are completely out of ammo for all of the tanks, and I think we lost one of the squares, yeah, you can see that here. They had 51 casualties and we only had 7, so that's okay. 6 heavily wounded, we didn't even have a killed one. 1 missing, oh I didn't even notice that. They had 3 missing, 7 wounded, 12 killed. Now if we look here, yeah, we lost that square, as I had predicted, which is annoying. Then again, I hope that next time we will advance through Pesha Noe, because remember, this is where we stopped last time. I hope we can advance across this Balka here and get them out of there from this direction. So that's relatively fine. Still not the best battle ever. One thing I kind of want to see, how much did we knock out in terms of heavy weapons? Half of them. guns... Huh? We lost gun? We already lost that before, right? Okay, that's weird. But they lost most of their guns, like minus 67%. Did we lose a tank? Did I not notice that? Let's see. Now, these two are completely out of ammunition. I think maybe also damaged. Although there's no crew kills or anything. Yeah, this one has a damaged track, I remember that. Yeah, track and broken sides. Now, interestingly, yeah, completely out of ammo, 0 ammunition. That's why they kept throwing nades out of there. He still has 2 left. Apparently he damaged as well, but I don't get a damage report and there's no hits. Okay, yeah, partial penetration here from that 10.5 centimeter gun. Generally these are apparently quite inaccurate though. Is this one? Repair. Ah, okay, so I guess this one was hit. Lights and chassis broken, that's not great. Let's hope we can get that one back, but it's also basically out of ammunition as well. Where was it hit? Huh. No report about that, weird. But probably also by those guns. Question is, did we knock those out? I really hope that the Germans won't have these in later battles, because, yeah. I mean, they look fairly hit. Yeah, and of course then there was this one that already had one tank knocked out. What about this guy here? Doesn't seem to be damaged, still has some ammunition left, but they panicked once already. Had they been hit by something? Does look like it. I don't know exactly why they panicked. Anyway, let's get back to the overview. Okay, and this is how we go into the next battle. Now this tank brigade is basically fought out, but we have more, so I will probably move that one back and these two forward, and then we will carry on with the Valentines. They don't have HE ammunition, which is annoying, but okay, we will worry about that next time. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.